Hey there guys, Nick Leland of Random Nerd Productions here, and today I'm just gonna go over my main thoughts that I have over watching Season 1 of Loki. The unlikely event that if you didn't watch all 6 episodes, here is an incredibly brief summary of my main thoughts on Season 1. I think it's a great show. Loki and Sylvie are awesome. Loki and Mobius are awesome. I think it sets up the multiverse in a really well done way, and it makes me incredibly excited for what's to come. And now let's get into my actual review. So, the first thing I want to touch on is the idea of Loki being an outcast. And what I mean by that is, episode 1, Loki gets taken in by the TVA and is questioned by Agent Mobius, who is played by Owen Wilson. And Mobius basically tells them, look man, the only purpose you serve in your life is to cause pain and help the Avengers rise to become their true selves. And he's like, what are you talking about? And then he sees, the events that's going to happen after the first Avengers movie. He sees his mom die, he sees himself standing next to Thor, and then he sees Thanos snapping his neck, and then the last thing he sees before his tape ends is Thor hugging him as he dies, and it's like, holy shit, which in my mind makes it way more sad because that's the last thing he feels, before he ceases. And it's like, man, that's gotta suck knowing that. Basically, after that, Loki starts to show a more sympathetic side to himself, and he basically tells Mobius, listen, I don't like hurting people. The reason why I hurt people is because it's part of my illusion, that he says, it's an illusion that people have created in a sense. And I think that's interesting, because he's opening up to Mobius, because Mobius is trying to, get to a side that he definitely sees and we, the audience, are able to see too. And I think that's a really interesting thing. And to announce the idea of him being an outcast, in episode 5, classic Loki basically, hammers it on by saying, listen, we serve one role as the gods of outcasts. And it's like, Loki can't ever catch a break if you think about it, especially after he meets all of his other variants, because he sees them all just betraying each other at once, and he starts to realize, oh my god, this is what everyone has to deal when they're around me, So I thought that was very interesting, but also a fun way to look at it. The second thing I want to touch on is the TVA and Kane the Conqueror, who is the villain revealed in episode 6. So starting with the TVA, they're introduced as this organization whose goal is to create one singular timeline with no alter events, or as they call it, nexus events, which basically is an event that would create an entire alternate timeline. Turns out that everyone in the TVA, like Loki, is a time variant, but the thing is, they've all had their memories, well, not Loki, but every other agent of the TVA has their memories erased, and they think that they were created by the quote-unquote Time Lords and that they serve a higher purpose. But it's revealed that the Time Lords are fake, and that, Kane the Conqueror was the one who technically made them. And the reason that Kane the Conqueror, created the TVA and set it up is because he experienced a multiverse war. He saw variants of both himself that he was terrified of, and variants of pretty much everyone fighting each other, conquering lands, trying to defend their own lands. And his goal is to create one singular timeline to prevent any of that from happening. And obviously, spoilers, Sylvie kills him, and it causes the multiverse to begin. And, definitely, I think that's a great way to introduce the multiverse. It makes you excited, it makes you have a lot of questions as to what to expect. Second to last thing is the relationships of Moki and Sylvie / Loki and Mobius. So Loki and Sylvie, I think they get along. Sylvie, I think she is a great character. They both get along really well. I think they have great chemistry. The thing is, I'm not sure if I am down for them being shipped together, because keep in mind, they are both Loki variants, so technically they are the same person, so it's a little awkward, but I don't know. They're great characters. I love them, and Loki and Mobius, if there's anyone that I want Loki to have as a right-hand man, it's Mobius, because those two get along perfectly. They are comedic gold. Last thing I want to touch on is to expect from Loki in the future. And basically what I mean is his powers. I'm just going to show you this quick clip from episode 5 of classic Loki. Just watch. basically Loki recreates Asgard, you know, to ward off Elias so Loki and Sylvie can, you know, enter the home of Kane the Conqueror. And it's just, not only is it just awesome to watch, but it also makes you wonder, okay, after this, and also after episode 3 where Loki, you know, stops a tower from falling, you know, by using telekinesis, it makes you wonder what powers he's going to unleash in Season 2 and also in the rest of we can expect, you know, because, you know, the multiverse this obviously sets up Doctor Strange, which I'm also excited for. And basically, that's my main thoughts. I think the Loki series is great, sets up the multiverse in a satisfying way. Definitely, I have a lot of questions that I want answered in Season 2. And yeah, I definitely, that was a great 6 episodes. And let me know in the comments what you guys thought and what you hope to expect in both Season 2 and in the multiverse as a whole. Thank you for watching this video, and have a good day.